Hello everyone, this is Gorax with the end of the endgame boss in Season 4 for those who started on day 1 of the game release. Now, before I continue talking about what's next and how I did, please let me know in the comment section how you've done, as I'm really interested, as this boss was not that easy. However, we found a team that was able to do more damage than 2 or sometimes even the 6 teams. So make sure you leave a comment and let me know what you thought about the endgame in Season 4. Now, what's coming next is a question asked constantly, and at this day, we don't really know. There's been a rumor that they will cycle the seasons. While this is true, we don't really know what they meant. Do they mean that we will start Season 4 again with few changes or something else? Anyway, once we get more information, I will definitely let you know, so make sure you follow this channel. Moving forward to how I've done this season, remember what I said early in the season that I'm not going to be min-maxing, I'm not going to go hard on this season. I will chill and I will relax, and that's exactly what I've done. And although we merged with a more competitive server, I was still able to achieve most of my goals playing rather casually. I didn't spend Wurmaru on stamina like I used to. I used to buy the 50, 100 and 100 stamina. This season I only purchased the 50 stamina until the last month of the season. I didn't buy all of these monthly packs as well. The last one is not really needed unless you want extra resources like dice. I didn't do as many dungeons as I used to do, but I've done more summons this season than previous summons. What I've done is I focused on supports rather than damage dealers. I skipped Season 3 exclusive banner, I skipped Season 2 exclusive banner, as the only thing that I will get from Season 3 exclusive banner will be copies of Rook and other damage dealers. From Season 2 I could have gotten Ascetius and Beldel, but both of them during this season in the endgame would not be that useful. And if you watched my previous summon sessions, you know that I was quite lucky. I could get the hero that I wanted within 30 to 50 dice, which is really lucky and managed to save me a lot of resources. As you can see, I am ready for what's coming next. I have a lot of resources. I can summon all the new heroes if they arrive or when they arrive. Now, when it comes to the endgame boss ladder, I was ranked 13. Obviously, we, as the day 1 players, most of us didn't know about Bell strategy until the day 3 or 4th of the server. So we lost a lot of points. There were certain people who were able to do over 1.2 billion up to 1.8 billion damage with a single team. Those people ranked 1. So where does it take me? It takes me to below rank 10. So I achieved my goal, which was top 40, because that was my goal at the start of the season, looking at who merged into our server and the way I wanted to play this server. And truth to be told, I am really happy with that result, mainly because I saved a lot of time. I haven't been streaming during the evenings as much as I used to, which made me feel relaxed. I didn't spend too much time on the game, but I still managed to achieve my goals. I didn't spend a lot of time, but I probably spent more time than most casuals, as I was still creating content. I probably spent more time on a test server than I did in the game. But yeah, rank 11, 500,000 Echoes of Clepsydra, which will convert into 5,000 pure sand core. I will get the reward for 1120. We don't even have mounts or NF cosmetics this season, so why bother pushing yourself, as 2150 will give me the same reward, just 3 dice less and 200 Wurmaro. Has no point. Looking at the rank 1, 35 and 2000, I lost 10 dice, which equals to 3,500 Wurmaro, and I lost 1,000 Wurmaro. So I lost 4,500 Wurmaro compared to rank 1 on my server. That is nothing. If we look at the money value of that, 4,500 Wurmaro difference between me and rank 1 player. So if we go here, 4,500 is around $60. As a spender, that is nothing. But that's not about it. I enjoyed the season. It was good. The endgame boss was really good. We had some cool Continental Challenge bosses. The difficulty of them wasn't that hard. The endgame boss was harder for everyone, even those who spend a lot, but especially for free-to-play players, and that Bell team that was doing over 250 million was really helpful to them. I didn't bother much with PvP this season, so I don't even know what rank I am. But Temporal Vortex meta didn't change and won't change for a while. Rook will be the best when it comes to this. But there were a few people who stepped up, like CLS Keldek. He's taken over the Koreans later in the season. He was able to beat them. I was ranking constantly between the 10 and 20, sometimes falling to like 21, 22 when I was lazy and didn't want to really try too hard. As you can see now, I'm at 23. That's because at this stage, I know, looking at the rankings, no one will take over my rank. And even if they did, I'll still take the same reward at the end of the season. Now, going into season 5, we will be able to exchange our resources in the seasonal shop, okay? So if we look at what's coming next, we can increase inspiration of Ardref through the Ardref seal, which will cost us 4,000. And we can do the same for Aladia, Calavera. Uteor sadly is not available here. I'm not sure if it's a mistake or not. Hopefully he will come back here. But if that's the case, then most of us will go for Ardref and will go for Calavera. Aladia is still a solid hero, but she's nowhere close to how useful those two are. I will highly suggest skipping any cosmetics, anything down here and here. Make sure you have enough to grab both of them. If you look at what I have, I will have enough to grab both of them, as I need 8,000 and currently I have 5,000 and I will get another 5,000. So I will be at 10,000. Now the issue with us killing the boss early is for the next days, and there's quite a lot of them, we are not gonna get a big boost of Echo of Clepsydra. If we prolonged the boss by a couple days, we could have gotten more of it. And that's the issue. You are basically losing when you kill the boss early, instead of being rewarded for it. So hopefully we will get some compensation for it. As otherwise, there's no point of rushing killing the boss, but there's also no stopping it. And that's the issue I have with the end game. If you kill the boss too early, you're not getting the rewards, which is not good. And also, still, I hope going forward, the endgame boss will be changed, similar to how Continental challenges. You start on the first day with 3 teams, next day 4 teams, 5 teams, and then caps at 6 teams. Mainly because it will save those who are more casual time. You can focus on building the teams and build as many teams as you can on day 1, but you can only lock 3. So your main focus will be on choosing 3 highest teams rather than building 6 and min-maxing during the day, as some of us and most of us don't have time for that. It takes almost whole day to come up with it, and thankfully we have test server so we can provide these teams to you earlier. But this season, there were not that many content creators covering the end game. So hopefully this is going to change eventually. And hopefully we will hear more from the developers, as we need news as content creators and new players as well. Everyone needs some news. We want to know what's happening, what's coming out next, and hopefully we'll get that before the end of the service for USA players. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!